What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. In today's video, we are going to be giving predictions for the AEW Revolution 2023 pay-per-view event that takes place on March 5th.
So let's start it off with the lowest to the highest, I suppose you could say. Jack Perry, Jungle Boy, taking on Christian Cage in a no-holds-barred match. Look, after months of this feud, we're really finally going to get to the payoff of it. Hopefully. Hopefully, AEW Prez, Tony Khan is done with this feud. And I am, certainly. And they just have Jungle Boy get his revenge by beating Cage, and we move on to something else. The Trios Championship, the Elite, takes on House of Black. I can see this being a pick'em, as House of Black does need a win to stay credible in the eyes of fans. And as much as I would like to see Kenny Omega go back to being a top single star, I just don't see that happening here. The Elite keep the titles, but it'll be an excellent match nonetheless. AEW Women's World Champion Jamie Hayter defends against Ruby Soho and Saraya. Hayter shouldn't lose the title here, and I see her retaining it. However, the interesting part of this match is going to be how they get there. I expect Soho to take the pinfall loss so that AEW can build to Hayter versus Saraya at Double or Nothing in May. Chris Jericho versus Ricky Starks. Everyone is banned from ringside is the step to this. Look, Starks should win here. He's the babyface in this feud, and while he doesn't need the win to get the rub from the wrestling veteran, it would add to it. They've done a pretty good job at building up to this match, and one that I look forward to seeing on this card, which is notably reduced compared to AEW standards, which is something that I hope that they stick with. But you never know with old Tony Khan. Jon Moxley, Hangman Page, Texas Death Match. Page looks like he's going to be getting the win here, but I would rather see Moxley score a pay-per-view win. He lost to CM Punk at All Out and to MJF at Full Gear. The last two pay-per-view events from AEW. He's been protected strongly on television, I understand that, but I think by going against the grain and having an upset win for Jon Moxley is the right thing to do for him. He's their top star. Protect the man. Now we have AEW TNT champion Samoa Joe defending against Wardlow. Wardlow is a massive favorite to regain the title here, and it makes too much sense for him not to get his revenge, especially considering everything that Joe has done to him, including cutting off his ponytail, for him not to win the title back here. Plus, Joe is being used for ROH, and while I understand that that doesn't necessarily mean that Tony Khan won't double book ROH talent on AEW programming, I hope we see less of that, but we'll see. I have Wardlow winning. The Gun Club defends against the Acclaimed Jeff Jarrett, and who's the other two? Yes, that is Orange Cassidy and Danhausen. They won the Battle Royale on Dynamite. Look, it wouldn't make much sense to put the titles on the Guns, just have them drop the titles here. I think the reason AEW is going with a multi-man or a multi-team match, rather, is so the Acclaim doesn't have to get beat and another team can take the loss in their place instead. It also prolongs the rematch between the Guns and the Acclaimed for a later date, so we'll see. MJF should and will retain the titles here. This could be the best match of MJF's career thus far, although I think this step will hurt the match. If AEW wanted to go for an hour, I would rather them just go an hour without being told in advance that they're going to go an hour. I don't like Iron Man matches. I don't like 60-minute matches. 30 minutes, and that is it for me. But that's just a personal preference. Look, AEW has gone to, they've done Iron Man matches in the past, or rather, they have done lengthy matches that go the time distance, just without telling you that, hey, this is going to go the time distance. They could have done that here. Either way, it's not time for MJF to drop the world title.